Hi, this video is to discuss some options for lighting up your motorcycle. We have 3 road glides here that D-Bell is going to discuss, show you the features of each, give you some price ranges so that you can light up your bike when you're traveling at night. Are you ready?
Okay, the first bike, this is a 22 road glide. It has 23 colors, but it's a 22 road glide. The lights here are the Denali D14 Destroyers. These are the D7s, regular D7s. These are D3s, and these are DMs. I use the DMs on at all times just for, basically, they do light up stuff, but mainly they're to be seen. I use them in the daytime all the time, so I keep them on constantly. So, as we turn on the bike, you see right now, that's the D14 on low beam, okay? If I turn it on high beam, that's the D14 on high beam. Okay, and also you have that DOT high beam and an SAE high beam. I chose the SAE high beam because it's a little bit brighter. That's the English standard. Okay.
And these lights are legal lit
Yes.
this brightly.
Yes, these are DOT approved. Now that's, I'll go back to low beam. The lights that I usually have on the daytime all the time are these. These are the DMs. Okay. Now turn
And you
those
have them on in the daytime. Why?
to be seen.
Okay.
For the triangle effect. Okay, I'm gonna turn those back off for now. Now these, those are the D7s. Those are about 30%. That's just on regular range.
So that means that you can change the brightness on those?
Yes.
Okay.
You can change the brightness either by programming them or by hitting the switch and holding the switch. And now I'll go to bright. That's them on bright. Okay, I'm going to go back down to low beam. Now I'm going to turn them off. And I'm going to go to the D3s, which I use for fog lights.
Fog lights and yellow lights, okay.
Those are the D3s. And I use those for fog lights, and also they do light up pretty good. If I go to bright on them, as you see, you can't really, I don't know if you can tell how bright they really are because of the simple fact that the D14s kind of overshadow them. Okay, now let me go back off that. Okay, and that's that. Okay, this is a 2025 Road Glide that has the stock headlight, D7 Pros, and DMs that stay on all the time. I have
zoom in a little.
Yeah, those are the DMs.
Okay.
D7 Pros. Okay, and of course we all know what the stock light looks like. Okay, now if I turn this one on, okay, I have the DMs on this one. I right now I'm unable to control. I'm gonna change that, but right now they stay on at all times, which I usually run them all the time anyway, but they stay on at all times. On this one, I had to get a switch for the D7 Pros because they aren't plug and play. But anyway.
And what does plug and play mean to you?
That means you can just plug it right in, or it goes right to it, and it's, you know, there's no special connections or anything. Okay. But that's the white lights, the outside lights. That's them. That's on low beam. And that's high beam.
Okay.
Okay. Now turn that off. I can turn these off.
And that yellow bar across
that's for the fog lights. I'm about to turn those on now.
Okay.
Now that's what I use for fog lights. And actually what I did with these, since I got them on bright like that, when I go to bright lights, they actually get dimmer so I can actually, you know, be able to see better. I'm probably going to change that around, but that's just how I have it right now. And if I turn the D7, now if I turn the outer lights on also, you see it's, if you can tell, it's much, much brighter. Okay. And that's that.
Nope. Can we discuss the lights that are on the right around the grips? Let's talk about those.
Okay, these are Mocardine, I believe they are. They're just, they, you know, they go along with the turn signals, running lights and turn signals. Also, one other feature about this, how I have it hooked up, if I turn on my hazards, you see how everything blinks. And that kind of will let people know you're coming. It's good for lane splitting for those people in California. Okay. And of course, if you turn the lights off, when you do that. Okay, this is a 25 Roadglide. It has, like I said, the regular standard lights. I also have, now this one has those were Denali lights on the other two bikes. These ones are made by Future Eyes for the light right here, for the big light, and then Zidiris for the lights I use basically for running lights or for lights to be seen. Now let me turn this bike on. And this is, the Zidiris are definitely plug and play.
So the Zidiris are the small...
Yeah, the small lights.
Small lights here.
Right.
And so when you say plug and play, that
means... Yeah, they actually hook right up to Harley. They actually, when you turn your fog lights on for the 25, if you go to your screen for your fog lights, these actually turn right on with it. You don't have to do anything else, just plug it right in. Okay, and we'll probably demo that too. Yeah. Okay, and now these are the Future Eyes. Now on the Future Eyes, if you hit the button once, that's the fog lights, and they're pretty bright. And if you hit it one more time, you basically get driving lights. Okay, and like I say, you can either hit it one more time, go back to fog lights, or you can hit it and turn them off. So let's see where the button is. The button for this one. This is where you chose to mount it. You can mount it. Yeah, you have options. Well, you can have options, but it's best to mount it somewhere up. But that's the button for the Future Eyes, with the little green light right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, and as you can see with the Zidiris, the little fog light indicator light there comes on, and if you go to the motorcycle function, wish I had lighted hand controls, that's next. Where's the... Okay. Yeah, if you go to the motorcycle function, check side stand down. Okay. Low fuel range. You go to the motorcycle function right there, and see it says fog lights on, and if you touch it, they go off. Okay, can you turn them on again? Let's see. Yeah, on. Okay. And then so off. That's what you mean by plug and play. Plug and play. You don't have to do any other connections. Harley has it already set up. Right. So as far as the connectivity, how was this stuff attached? I mean, you run wires from where to where? There's a plug underneath the bike that it goes right to. Okay. So out of the installation for these lights for all three of these bikes, which ones were the easiest, or did you learn from? I know your big bike Gracie in the front, the blue and gray one, that was the first one because obviously we just got these bikes. To be honest, I'd say this bike was the easiest. The Future Eyes, when you buy those lights, they come with everything, all the brackets needed. And the Zidiris, same way, everything is needed. When you buy Denalis, you have to buy the lights, the brackets. In the case of the 25 and the 22 up there, the red one and the blue one, I had to buy a CAN Smart module that works with the CAN bus, and it's another $200 some. So with the Denalis, well, we can go over price if you want. Let's talk here. Let's go up here and start talking about price again. Okay, price for the first one. The D14, I don't know exactly how much they are now. I got them when they first came out, so I got them for like right at $600. I think they're $700 or $800 now for these D14s. Now they do come complete. The D7s right now I believe are about $300 a piece, but when you buy the D7s, you still have to buy the mounting bracket, which is about another $70 or $80. And you still need some way to turn them on. You're either going to get a dialed in or a CAN Smart, so you're going to pay for that. I don't know how much the dialed in is, but I know what a CAN Smart, I'm pretty sure is like $279, something like that. The D3s, I forget the price. They're a little bit cheaper than D7s though, but the same thing. You have to buy the brackets, and well, if you get one CAN Smart, you can hook up more than one set of lights to the CAN Smart. So the D3s are hooked, of course, to the same CAN Smart that the D7s are hooked to. So people would want to know, how much are you in for all of these lights on Gracie? I have no idea. Put it this way, it's probably, I'm guessing at least $2,000. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so this is what you can expect to spend if you want to.
Light up the night.
So this would be the high end of pricing
Right.
for
Well,
lights.
no, because, well, yeah, for right now. We'll talk we're going to do another video because I'm about to change the lights on the 25 there, and I'm going to be in a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
But these ones, the D7
And,
Pros.
and just one other question. Who would you recommend a setup like this for?
People
Like
that ride at night, especially if you ride in rallies.
Riding rallies. So rallies
Or
like
if you
what?
do a lot of night riding, especially on back roads.
So-
If you just do interstate riding and it's like through the city or stuff like that, you probably don't need them.
Okay.
But if you're going to ride at night or if you have problems seeing, you know, you probably need them. And also, another word of advice, if you're on the road and another car is coming at you, you do need to turn them off when another car is coming at you because they are bright, as I will demonstrate in a little bit.
Okay.
But the D7 Pros, I'm pretty sure are right at $850 for the pair. And
So
then
and point to the D7 Pros again, please.
that's right here.
Okay.
And
Alright.
you have to buy brackets for them again.
And
get a
brackets hold them onto your crash bar.
crash bar, right.
Okay.
And then you also have to buy something to control them with. I
Okay.
chose the CanSmart. For the Harley, it works. For other brands, you probably have to get a dial dim. Unless you have a BMW or something, then they...
And Dial Dim and Cam Smart, they are.
Well, the CanSmart is made by a company called Hex, and they do a lot of work for BMW, with BMWs. But they just happen to do it for Harley also.
And so that is the way that you control. I've seen you use a laptop to
Yes, you can
change
program
this,
it with the
yeah,
laptop.
to program it.
You can
Okay.
program it with a
And is
laptop.
this something that an amateur
Yes,
person could
the
do
app is very easy to use. It's basically
for controlling? But
self-explanatory.
what about installation?
For installation, if you know anything about any kind of electrical wiring, you should be able to do it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
was it cumbersome to do?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
All right.
Okay.
So we're talking $850 for
just
we call
for
this
the
bike
lights
mini.
alone.
Just
And we
for the
haven't
lights
talked about
alone.
the DMs. Also, I might want to mention the DMs are probably about for the sets, probably right at $300. And the same thing, you have to buy the bracket for them too. And they do have a special bracket for the Harley that goes on the front fender.
Okay.
Or you can, yeah, so I know, like I said, right there. But now we come to this bike that has
Talking about
futurized.
Okay.
The futurized lights are $300 complete. They come with the switch, everything you need. So it's
$300.
$300.
So
it's like
this would be a
1/3.
good entry point if you just want to
Yes.
get lights and you don't want to spend too much money, then you could start here.
And these Zidiris lights, I believe they're right at $170, and they come with everything also. I mean, all it comes with is just the lights, the bracket, and then a plug to plug into the harness for Harley.
Okay.
So they are definitely a lot cheaper, but they're good lights. It's just if you don't want to spend the money on a Denali's, you know, or Clearwater would be the same price. I don't have Clearwaters out here. They're on another bike at
So
home.
would you ride these in a rally?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
But the Denali's are brighter. I mean,
Okay.
this, you know.
And we're going to demonstrate that here
Right.
shortly.
So,
Okay.
get ready. I'm gonna demonstrate this bike first. What I'm going to do with each bike, I'm gonna ride down the street. I'm going to have just the regular lights on first, and you'll see me going. And I'm gonna turn around. When I come back, I'm going to turn on each light first on low beam, and then I'm gonna go to high beam, coming back towards you, so you can basically see what they are. It'll probably be kind of blurry because, you know, of the lighting, how the cameras are, but you'll get a good idea of what they do. And I'm going to do the Futurized first, then the D7 Pros, and then the D14 and D7s with D3s.
Okay. Well, let's get ready. This is D-Bell demonstrating the lights that we're using for the low end demonstration. He's going to turn them on brightly when he gets closer. Because he's doing that now. Under 500 for the setup that he just showed you. Come back here. D-Bell is coming back now. He's demonstrating the D7 Pros, as you'll see, and then the DM lights. The DMs will be the lights that you would run as daytime running lights. So he's put these on bright now. These are Denali's that he's demonstrating. You see he's got the trees all lit up. They're that bright. So this would be a mid-range. We're talking total probably around, I think we said 800 for the D7 Pros, and about, how much are we talking for the D7 Pros here?
I'm pretty sure they're $850.
Okay, and the DMs?
Right at 300.
Okay, so these little lights here, Denali's, about 300, and these D7 Pros, 850. That's right now, before the prices go up. This is D-Bell demonstrating the Denali D14s, D7s, and we'll get the rest of the models that he's demonstrating, but these are Denali's. This would be your high-end setup that you would use for a rally. Yeah, and if you're doing some comparisons, you'll see how well lit these are when he turns here.